So viewers, welcome again to my vlog. Today I am discussing the most lucrative, most dangerous entity which is ruling the world. This killing, genocide, massacres which is coming from Israel, bombing the neighbors, bombing the children, killing the women and the elderlies. If some people think that it is state of Israel, so he is totally wrong. Americans, they are the facilitator of all these crime, all these genocide and all these massacres which has Israel committed so far. There is a very strong lobby in America. It's called AIPAC, American Israel Public Cooperation. It is a committee founded in 1954. And believe me, it's called American Israel Public Affair Committee. So it's a cooperation between Israel and this committee. This committee has been founded in 1954. So this is the Jewish lobby in America, in the United States of America. This is the root cause of the death and destruction everywhere Israel is doing last almost 50, 60 years. Credit strongly goes to this public affair committee. It's called AIPAC. It's a Jewish lobby. Zionists run this committee. America is a very mighty power. Is a great democracy in the world. It's the largest democracy in the world. There is no doubt about that. But you know, this AIPAC committee, they are very, you can say, rude and very rational and very strong people in the United States of America. They got the money, they got the leverage, and they are the one who force American president in favor of Israel. They don't let speak anybody in America, in West, because America is the father of the all democracies. America is a mighty superpower, and unfortunately, this American superpower is controlled absolutely and driven absolutely by this AIPAC, American Israeli Public Affair Committee. So this is a dangerous thing, and I think this committee will finish that day when they will finish the power of America. These are the ways of the Zionists, that they will not stop their, the long arms of the cruelty. You can see this way that they will never end. They only ended when they end that entity. They have done the same things with Great Britain, they call it. And they say the sun keep on shining in Great Britain when they were ruling the world. And slowly, those Great Britain is not any Great Britain. That Great Britain is no more great anymore. It's just hardly now eating its own food. And this is really now a close, small island now which is called United Kingdom. Nothing left. And the cause, basic root cause for the destruction of this large empire is this Zionism, the Zionists, where they go, they start digging the roots of that society. in America they have done this. Israel is doing all these things. No rules, no international law, no lobby, no criminal court, no court of justice, no European Union, no NATO, no America, no nothing. There is no law, no UN, no Security Council, no General Assembly. Nothing is above or can force Israel to do a single thing. They have taken all these things under their feet. The reason is that this committee, this AIPAC, they are the strongest lobbying. American president come every year, address to them, and they fund their, they have a different system, different the way to approach the people. They buy candidate in primaries in the United States, in Congress, for the Senate, and the influence they have that I think the 70% of the problem of this world comes from Israel. And Israel's problem come from where? From this Jewish American lobby. The Zionists, they are not letting anybody speak in the United States of America. But you know what? This Gaza genocide, this massacre in Gaza of children, and this massacre of, women in Gaza, people, they start speaking and they start feeling about the cruelty and the killing of the United States through Israel. Before, when I was in Europe in the 1990s, people look another way. When you talk about Israel, they will look down upon you, they hate you. They think Israel is a very democratic country, it defends its citizens from these barbaric Arabs, these Swages Arabs, these Palestinians and other countries, and Israel have every right to do everything. Even, the European, they look the other way. Still they do the thing because they can't lift a finger for Israel. Even they, just you see in Flotilla, this maniac, this Minister of Security of Israel, Ben-Gvir, the way he was behaving, and the Europeans just condemning this, that why he showed this video. They're not condemning why they're doing this. And their own citizens, they were beating, torturing them, and what they were doing, the European governments, they were just condemning this Ben-Gvir. Why, who is he? He is a whole Israel is like this, this society is like this. But anyway, so, those times, they think that the Arabs, the barbarians, Arab, these wages, and these, people from these Badus, this camel, grazer, they have no right to kill the Israelis who came from the European countries, Jews. So unfortunately, Pakistan and other countries, they couldn't talk about this. The reason is not that people are so sympathizer towards Gaza now and their children. No, these European, how they figure it out? Because the social media. They brought that war to people's pocket, to their phones, the social media. And when they saw the suffering, the children killing, dying there, amputees, and the handicapped children, handicapped women, and then they realized that the state of Israel is really doing an evil act and killing these small babies and small children. And people now start talking in Europe and in America. But before, because of this, the only responsible for this killing of these people in Lebanon, in Syria, in everywhere, because the major cause of all these problems is because of Israel. Americans blindly follow Israel. What Israel say, American, the West say yes. And all these inflect, the dictators are sitting in the Middle East is because of Israel. These rulers, they are because of Israel, because they are cooperating with Israel indirectly or indirectly, hiding everything from their public. And you know what happened? Then you know the God Almighty, they always has a decision for these kind of corrupt, elite and powerful people who killed other people. And you know what happened? This lobby, this Jewish lobby, AIPAC, it's not Benjamin Netanyahu who taken to this President Trump to war. No. It is this American Jewish lobby. They voted for him, they brought him into White House, and they want him now a war from him. So they went to attack Iran, and that is a disaster, you know, for the Americans. Absolutely. They defeated, they have destructed Iran, no problem. I don't say this, that there is no, you know, problem for Iran. Yes, they destructed Iran, 20,000 target they have hit, no doubt about that. But you know, the superpower is dragging feet now, and they are begging, you know what? They are begging now the ceasefire. The Strait of Hormuz was open before the first bomb was dropped on 28 February, and now it's closed. An American and the Israelis, the allies of them, they couldn't open this Strait of Hormuz. Imagine that. You know, these mighty superpower, and you know they have, you know, multiple, you know, air bases everywhere in the world, and they are the mighty superpowers. And Trump was telling that, oh, this, you know, the missiles, it can come into your bed exactly where you are sleeping, and like this, you know. But it failed now, and he's every day he's issuing a new threat. Next day he say, hey, Pakistani, call me. Who's Pakistan? Poor Pakistan. But still, he look any excuse. And I was afraid maybe he said that, hey, this guy from Finland, Hamad Kaulo, has called me and told me, hey, don't bomb Iran. Because of him, I listened him, and I stopped this war. I gave a time to Iran. He's looking an excuse, this idiot. And that idiot took this United States of America to war, and that powerful, mighty country now is suffering and humiliated defeat. And this AIPAC, they will not stop until they will not finish this United States of America's might. And then these, you know, Zionists will run away from there, and they will find somebody else, some other country, you name it. And now in America, people are really calling to ban this AIPAC. They say, America, you want to be great, you want to be a democratic, and you want to be a just in the world arena, ban this AIPAC from America, because it is a poison. It will kill American power very rapidly. And you know, it backing Israel with hooks and crooks, and you know, Israel not stopping, because you know, it reached to crescendo. When you go to Mount Everest, to the peak, you know, the top, and what happened then? Then you start descending. Israel is descending now. Why? Because Iranian has beaten Israel, and Israel have no choice left now, and Israel just killing the children in Lebanon and in Gaza again, because of this Jewish lobby. And this Jewish lobby will destroy American might. It's destroyed already, because Iran is now superpower and is threatening the neighbors. And you know what? Iran is already very good, you know, exporting the terrorism in other countries. They were in Syria, they were in Iraq, they were in Jordan, they were in Lebanon, they were in Yemen, even in Pakistan. So they are very good, you know, sending this terrorism to other country. And now they are, you know, have dealt with the United States, mighty United States of America, the Pentagon, you know, the war machine of America. They have faced that, and now they have no choice but to be the dictator and, you know, the bully in Middle East now. And Israelis, they want greater Israel. What greater Israel now? Israel is descending and shrinking now. And this Jewish lobby has finished America, the mighty America. And now the people are everywhere. They are spitting on Israel, and they say 97% people from world, they hate Israel. And you know, this Jewish lobby, they have taken a revenge from America, and they really corner that country, that mighty America, to a corner. And you know what? I was hoping in 90s that America is a just state, and you know, they are a good mediator between America and Israel. And American, they were putting, dust people eyes last 50 years that they are a very good, mediator. They will mediate Israel and Palestine and make peace with them, and two states side by side. This is kind of a trick, they were doing for the Israelis. And last 60, 70 years, time is up now, and I think that Israel, when it start living peacefully, and that's its survival. Otherwise, there will be no Israel, believe me, very soon if it is continue like this. The survival of Israel is this way, that Israel should have a peace with the neighbor and give the right to the people of Gaza and Palestine. And this Jewish lobby, AIPAC, should be banned in the United States of America. This should be dismantled, and then America is a great superpower. So, thanks for watching me.